Out of Gotham, a crazy podcast about DC. With your hosts E-Rock and PD. When we speak up, get your geeks up. Cause you know you about to get geeked up. So sit back, relax, and get comfy. Lose your mind like Solomon Grundy. And listen to a show that won't be forgotten. Coming straight out of Gotham.
Out in the DC universe, welcome to another episode of Straight Outta Gotham, episode 182. We are a fandom pop culture podcast and a proud member of the Batman Podcast Network, hosted by batman-on-film.com. Please check out all our other associates by clicking that podcast drop down on the website and seeing what everyone has to offer. I am your co-host from the other side of the Hudson River, senior contributor to Batman on Film. I'm Peter Arvera, and today we're recording on the final day of August 31st. A little consistency, huh, buddy? And I want to remind you that if you rate and review our podcast on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, and we read it on air, you win our monthly prize pack. I actually think we have some submissions, so I have to read them. I've been slacking, so I think I owe some people some gifts. So you'll get them. I know who you are. I read them. I think there's actually only one of you, but we appreciate it nonetheless. And now it's everyone's favorite part of the show. Let me introduce my partner in crime, the newest ball boy for your New York Knicks. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll see him at center court of the Garden, Eric Holzman.
A little old for a ball boy, but...
Have you seen the ball boys in San Francisco for baseball? You're fine.
Yeah, that's true.
They're literally senior citizens.
That is true.
You don't call. You have AARP. You're not. You're fine.
Not that old yet. Not yet. So, yes, it is August 31st, Labor Day weekend. By the way, if you guys hear music blaring in the background, those are my neighbors. They just play their music. So, add a little bit of a soundtrack to the show this week. It's fine. If you don't, then disregard this. So don't worry about it. That's fine.
It's nice. It's a little like underlaying beat. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit of a soundtrack to this episode of Straight Outta Gotham. As always, we have a great show planned for you guys. We have stories to talk about. We have things going on. Life is good. Summer's ending. Fall's beginning. Fall sports. Football starts.
Are you ready?
Yes,
for
I'm as ready
Jets
as I'll
season?
ever be. Yes. So next weekend, football starts. This weekend, college football starts. By the way, if you're a college football fan, there were some crazy games yesterday already.
Florida State, huh? Willie was not
Florida
happy.
State upsetting.
Willie was not happy.
I know. Yep. Florida State upset Alabama.
Did Michigan do anything? Is Lauer going to be miserable for the week?
I think they won. If they
I don't know. I have no
even
idea.
played. I don't know.
I know he's a big fan of those Wolverines.
He is. I am a Notre Dame fan, and they play tonight against Miami, so I am looking forward to that game.
Okay.
I actually have something to watch, so I will be watching them.
I like Willie, so I root for Willie's happiness, so therefore I root for the Tide, I guess. So suck on that, Trey Jackson. Oh yeah, Willie.
Yep. But yeah, it was a pretty fun first week of college football, at least the first round of games. But we don't talk about sports. Well, we do. I shouldn't say that. Sports is not the main focus of our show. But Pete, I do want to mention the Yankees have won 8 straight, which is kind of cool. It's not against the best competition, but if you're going to start winning games,
if we can play the Rockies next, Eric, we might win the division.
You're right.
I'm very excited. I don't know what the schedule's like. I refuse to look. I think they're still playing the White Sox, so I'm going to take that and roll with it. I've been saying this a lot this week, but to quote Nico, we're back, baby. We're back. We're back. I just in the theme of the show is consistency. So just to be consistent, we're back.
Yeah, I mean it's been a fun ride to win all these games again, but then I just keep thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, these aren't good teams. They should be beating these teams. So
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, and I'm going to pretend that they play the Rockies next.
Okay, all right, but who knows, right? Get hot at the right time. Hopefully it carries over. We'll see what happens. But I feel like the guys are starting to hit. Even Anthony Volpe's starting to hit. So it's nice to see.
Laser show.
Yes, nice to start winning. They are 16 games over 500 and only 2 out now of first place. So we will see.
Yeah,
We will
very
see what
exciting.
happens.
Can't wait to see what happens. I really want Cody Bellinger to stay forever. I just want to reiterate that one more time.
Yeah, like it's been all those guys are starting to perform, and produce again.
Good to
So
see.
it's it is.
You
good
still
to
can't
see.
play defense, but you don't just. I feel like as long as they don't have to throw the ball, if they can catch everything, they're fine. Just don't throw the ball.
Yeah, it's really just been Volpe for the most part, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Yankees going forward. But it is nice that they're winning again and giving us a little bit of hope that maybe they can do something in the playoffs. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the stuff people come here to listen to us talk about. And we're going to start off with Peacemaker. Again, it's the topic of the moment. And I don't know, did you watch episode 2 yet?
I have not. I had work last night, so I had to. I was probably going to do it after the show. Was it enjoyable? I enjoyed the first episode, including all the dicks, I guess.
The character, to me so far, the character work this season has been stronger than it was last year. And again, it's only 2 episodes. I feel like last year they threw a lot at us really quickly. This year I feel like he's taking.
I feel like episode 1 they threw a ton at us really quickly, dude.
Well, yeah.
Like, boom, here you go. Oh, by the way, swap.
Yeah, and this just it's logical progression from that. And Chris is dealing with certain things, and then the rest. You see a lot of the rest of the cast in this one as well. It's a good episode, strong episode. I thought it was better than the first one. So
how many dicks? How many dicks?
None. If that's your focus for watching, you will not get any in this episode.
No, that's why I watch Peacemaker is to watch softcore. Peacemaker, Red Shoe Diaries, all those classics.
All right, so a big deal was made last week of the retconning of the scene at the end of season 1 where we saw the Justice League, and now
guns up, baby.
Yes, so James Gunn addressed it, and he said. He said, "I wish I could Lucas the shit out of this, but I can't because it's too expensive." And he essentially said that most people are like, how like normal people gonna understand the retcon? And he said, like, normal people don't care about it, right? They're like, they just move on to the next thing. Okay, so Peacemaker and Superman team up, cool. It's aliens and Predator together. It doesn't matter if it's not completely consistent with the past. What do you think about that statement?
I think it's fine. I thought the way he actually explained why it happened was pretty good, though. Like, this is a different, like he Peacemaker literally walked through a different portal to a different Earth, and things are slightly different. Like, I don't know. Did that make sense to you? Like, did you not get it? I thought it was pretty on the nose. Like, I don't know, understand. They're essentially not even really erasing it. It's just like they're like universe swapping. He's literally going from one place to another. Like, I don't understand why he didn't erase it. Like, like, even though he said he wanted to, but I feel like his storytelling was good enough to the point where it was like, oh, I literally understand what you're doing. This character from the old universe is literally walking into the new one and replacing the one he killed. It's pretty, like, it was just all there.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. It is there, and I think that's it. It does. The statement doesn't bother me because I kind of agree with him. Like, most people aren't going to care about it, so why should anybody else? Take what we're seeing for what it is. That's what I look at it now.
I mean, like, does anybody talk about like the Thor hot tub time machine scene in Age of Ultron anymore? That was like never explained. Like, there's like a bunch of scenes in Ultron that no one has like, I'm just saying, like, no one even cares at this point. So.
No, like that. Those in Age of Ultron, they were seeing things that could possibly happen, right? They were seeing things. They were delusions of things that Wanda kind of put in their head.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a different kind of thing. This is essentially, a lot of people are saying, well, he just wanted to remove any vestiges of the previous regime and move forward into his regime, and that's why he included his characters. But I mean, who cares? That's my whole
I
thing
mean,
about it.
I don't know. Some of these characters are going to look. I don't know. It's fine. I don't care. This isn't a big deal to me. It just isn't.
That's how I feel. It's not a big deal to me either. I don't
I'm just
understand.
shocked that people are like freaking out so much because it's just like he literally just like walked across the hallway into a different room.
It's exactly, yes. Like there is a room in his father's house with a pocket dimension where he could go to other places.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. That's essentially what happened. And the second episode does pick up on that as well. You do see
I'm sure
more
it does. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I just it's just funny listening to people complain about bullshit. It just is.
Yeah, so don't let this stuff bother you guys. Just enjoy season 2 for what it is. Don't worry about where it lands.
Like when Margot Robbie comes back, are people going to freak out? Like I'm going to rejoice and be very happy. You know?
Right, because again, that shouldn't be too surprising since she was something that he put in his last Suicide Squad movie. So that should not be
especially
too
like
shocking.
post Joker 2. People are like, we need to like make people forget that like Harley's like
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, that scene in jail. We need to make for reset. What's it about?
Well, yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
But again, some people will react the way we're expecting them to react because that's just how people are, and it's a reactionary space. So it's cool though. Whatever. Just enjoy Peacemaker, guys, because I have a feeling we're headed towards a really cool season. So just enjoy them as they come. That's my advice. Anyway, moving on. We'll stick with James Gunn right now. There have been so many different conversations surrounding Batman's fan casting, the Batman fan casting for the DCU for James Gunn's Batman, whoever it winds up being, and it's kind of one guy that everyone is kind of focused on now, which is Brandon Sklenar.
The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock. Brandon Sklenar, or I think that's how you say his name. He's kind of the guy everyone's focusing on. Huh?
Is he in anything I know? If you don't know, then he's not worthy.
No, I don't know. I've never seen him in anything.
He's not in any movie you did a car review for.
No. He's not.
No.
I can honestly say he is not in any car
review on him.
Holzman, yes. Yes.
The Halsey cast.
Yes, I have not. Do not have any car reviews with him in, at least not that I can recall. So
that's not good either.
I've done a lot of them now. I got a lot of messages recently from Facebook saying we're going to delete your video, and I'm like, oh damn, I did a car review on that. Like I totally forgot.
Why would they delete your video?
Because you only could keep them for like they alert you when you finish it to say how long.
Wait. There's no archive of the Halsey casts?
No, there is. The ones I can flag them and say keep it, and then they'll keep it.
Like, have you been flagging them?
Some of them I have. Some of them I think it just got deleted. So
there's lost Halsey casts out there. The Lost Files.
Yes.
Oh, Eric, that's a new documentary we can do on you. The Lost Holzman Files.
That no one will watch.
Release the Holzman Files. We're taking it to the Supreme Court. We want to see the Holzman Files.
Oh God!
It's gonna be like me, Steve Miller, Steve Helm, and Jacob Miller. I combined the two of them. Steve Miller. They are now one character in the Holzman verse.
If we do the or we do the movie on that, then yes, we can combine them together.
He's a Canadian Texan with a beard.
All right, let's bring this one back a little. Let's bring it back out of the abyss for a minute. Another guy that people have speculated or people might think could be a good Batman. I think he's a little too old now. Alan Ritchson, who we know is now the Reacher. He plays Reacher.
People do like that show. I don't know. It seems to be a pretty decent actor. He wasn't bad on Titans, from I remember. Wasn't he Aquaman on that Superman show I don't like?
He was, yes. Yeah. He was Aquaman on Smallville, yes.
So, I don't know.
So he
but isn't he blonde?
He is blonde, yes.
Yeah.
He is blonde. It's funny, and he apparently could sing too. I had no idea, but he releases like these different clips
should
of
have a
him
rap
singing
battle.
songs, and I was like, "Holy crap, he's got a really good voice." But anyway, yes, he's rumored to be Batman. Him and James Gunn apparently have spoken about it. But he says, "Don't get your hopes up." He does not feel like he will be Batman anytime soon.
I think he's gonna surprise us with someone. I think he's gonna actually get like a big name out there. I don't know.
Do you?
Yeah, I just feel like he's gonna do something pretty shocking. I feel like he's gonna do something pretty shocking.
I don't see it being a big name at all. I see it being somebody new, and I'm hoping it is. I'd like to get some new blood.
I trust him regardless. Like, to be honest, at this point, like, I enjoyed Superman enough to, I know what he had to do with that.
I trust him. Yeah,
I've seen his range of what he can do, and Superman's a different type of movie. I feel like it's a movie he hasn't made before, essentially. So I have a lot of faith in him in general because I think he's just very creative. I think he knows his stuff well enough too. So,
right.
Like him and Reeves, I kind of just, all right, okay, let me see what you got, and I'll see it and judge it. But I have a lot of faith in these guys, to be honest with you. At least
I think the one thing, if they're going with the storyline we think they're going with, Batman has to be a little bit older if he has a son, right? So I think you have to look at it from
That's
that.
What I'm saying. Like, I don't know how new he can be, how young, if he's got to be, and that's if they're doing that. But like, I don't know. I also kind of feel like they're not doing that. Like, I feel like things have changed.
You feel like he's gonna throw out the Damian part?
I feel like I feel like this movie might start from scratch, to be honest. Like, I don't think Muschietta's still going to direct it. Like, I know he was like attached. I don't even know if he's still attached, but that's like the last thing I heard.
He is apparently still attached.
I don't know if that's really going to happen, but we'll see. I don't know. But I feel like, I don't know if Muschietti has done anything really since, I know he's got his It TV show that he's dealing with, but like.
Since The Flash, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't think he's directing anything, so unless he's just kind of waiting in the wings. Maybe he is working on this. I have no idea, but but I don't think he will direct it. So I think it's going to be like kind of a brand new thing when we actually get to it. And I think it's a while away because of Reeves.
Yes, and that's where I was going to go next with this, because this is a conversation I've had with someone on Twitter about a couple people actually on. That
could be dangerous.
Do you think he's gonna go forward with this if Reeves is still doing the Batman movies?
Yes. Well, like, okay. I think Reeves finished. I think there's a transition period, and I just think that's what it is. If you see what Disney is doing with Marvel, is they're not diluting their own market anymore, right? So like, I just feel like two Batmans is not a good idea. Like
that's how I feel.
So I think you just let Reeves finish. And I think Reeves has like a timeline where he wants to tell his Batman story, right? But I think Reeves likes Batman enough where he says, I can work with James Gunn in the Kowalski Toyverse. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, I still want to do my noir detective story, but I do like action figures and I am a nerd. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Reeves is down to do both, but he's like, well, I was doing this first. Can I finish this? And then if you want to collab, we can collab on other crap.
Right.
I don't think these guys resent each other. I think it's probably a little inconvenient for Gunn because he's like, God damn it, Hamada,
Well, I mean, if the hierarchy is what we think it is, technically Gunn is Reeves' boss, right? If he's the head of DC,
I don't know. Like, I feel like it's like a weird contract because the company was in a different state at that point. So it's like Reeves kind of has like control of what he has his. I feel like Reeves has Batman characters, and he's like, this is what I'm doing with Batman characters, and that's like, I think the transitional period of Warner Brothers Discovery kind of mucked up the things, but everyone's getting paid, so it's all good.
Yeah. My only pushback to that would be, then why does Gunn need to see the scripts first before he can go forward with it? That's my only pushback, because apparently he had to see the script and read the script before Reeves could begin shooting.
I don't know. I guess because someone's got to read it.
So yeah,
right. Like, I feel like Reeves does, I guess, technically have to report to somebody to an extent, I guess.
Right.
And like I said, I guess I don't know who had the job. I can't remember. Was it Hamada when he
Reeves?
Hamada?
Yeah.
So like, that guy's not there. So like, I don't know. No, someone's got to do it, right?
No, you're right. It's like you said, it's a weird dynamic because of the regime change that happened. just a very strange dynamic. But
which
regardless,
was a weird happenstance because of the regime change, right? Like it's like this is the domino effect of
bad leadership.
The DCEU.
Yeah. But it's just an interesting conversation going on out there about a lot of different things in this space pertaining to Batman specifically. So I was just wondering, get your thoughts on what you thought if both could coexist at the same time. Some people seem to think it's going to.
Well, you know, I just think we should bring back Keaton. Let's just finish. Let's just finish that tale. You know, I want to know what happened.
Didn't we do that already? Is that what the Flash did?
You know, Holzman, I went to that Keaton double feature last week, and that was great.
So you have it. So you have that whole feeling in you right now.
Let's just do Batman Beyond. We'll just do Batman Beyond with Keaton. That's fine.
Yeah, that'd be fine too. I'd love that. I would love to see that actually. I think that'd be great. Apparently, though, just a quick point about that. If you didn't get to see Batman and Batman Returns last week, I think they're doing another showing tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Hoss told me about that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to go, but...
you can catch it if you want. I might. I didn't catch last week's, but I might do tomorrow. Yeah.
More black goo, the better. That's what I always say.
I love Batman, and it's weird. I don't love Batman Returns, but I do have a soft spot for it. There are times I go to watch it because I thought...
You know who loves it the most? Bill. It's his favorite Batman movie. Batman Returns, and I think it's Dark Knight Trilogy, and then Batman Forever, and then 89. I think that's Bill's rankings.
Okay.
Yeah, loves Batman Returns. Huge Batman Returns guy. Loves Shrek. Big Shrek.
Yes. I actually do like the character. That was one of my favorites of the film.
Trust fund, goody.
Oh man, it's weird how things age. So that's all I'll say. It's weird how things age. Like I recognize the flaws in that film, but
it's flawless. It's peak.
I watch it and I'm like, yeah, it's still entertaining.
Scorsese watches that film and gets jealous.
I don't know, but all right. Since we're a good transition actually, because we're talking about Batman Returns and Penguin was in Batman Returns, but we also recently just got our Penguin series on HBO Max, which of course was fantastic. Colin Farrell won an award for it. Kristen Milioti was nominated for an award.
More awards?
They were. Yes, they've been nominated for more awards. And yeah, they did an interview with The Wrap, and maybe we're getting more Penguin?
I don't know if we're getting more Penguin. I think we're getting more Penguin. Are we getting season 2 of the Penguin? I don't know, but I think Penguin is kind of the connective tissue to everything. I just feel like he's down in the street, he's out in the public, even though Batman to an extent is he's out with the cops arresting Riddler, right? But I don't know, it feels like Penguin he's got his hands all over Gotham, right? Like at the end of season 2, I feel like maybe him and the what's it called with the senator, congressman, whoever the hell that guy was, councilman, whatever it was, I feel like it's all kind of intentional, and I feel like Penguin is kind of like the through line here.
I agree with you on that. I do think that at least it's turning out to be the case, that Penguin is going to be the one connective part between both the TV, whatever they do on TV and whatever they do in film. I think we're going to see Penguin throughout the entire, whether it's 2 Batman films or whether we actually do get a trilogy. I'm still not so sure we're getting a trilogy anymore, but Kristen Milioti also says that she's getting the script, so we know she will be in the seat. It's definitely appears at least she will be in part 2 of the Batman. But they kind of ask her about a potential return to Gotham, and they mentioned Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. We know she got the letter. Would you sign up? I know you said you signed up for a Catwoman. Would you sign up for a Catwoman and Sophia show?
yeah, totally. I'm down for it. Yeah,
I know. I think that would be cool.
I'm down for whatever they want to get. Like I said, between the Batman and Penguin, I'm kind of just you just tell me the premiere date. I'll check it out. Yeah.
And I hope that whatever they do, whenever the films end, I hope that they do continue with this universe on HBO Max in some kind of form.
I feel like it's got an ending at some point. We're just going to kind of say goodbye. You know, like it'll just end. I don't know if it'll end
Right.
like Nolan is, you know, finally like, this is finale, Batman. Here we go, transition. You know, like I think, you know, we'll just kind of end on a heroic kind of, you know, Batman '89 style heroic shot of Batman. He's just out there.
Okay.
That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just kind of. I just don't know.
I just like the style so much. Like I like the noir style so much that, and I feel like Gotham is such a great city to do those kinds of films and shows that I would love if, even when the Batman Part 2 ends, they can kind of leave it open ended. And then I'm not saying we'd ever see Batman on a TV show because I don't think that would happen, but you could do stuff with whatever characters get introduced. I think you could do shows that would be interesting in that world. So that's my hope. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that's my hope. So. All right, let's switch houses real quickly because we do know that we have a couple of films shooting. We have Avengers Doomsday, and we also have Spider-Man Brave New World, right? That's what Brand New Day. I keep calling it, I keep taking the Captain America title and Spider-Man, putting them together. This is Brand New Day.
It's called the Holzman Smash.
Yes. I don't know. It might not be a bad film, but we'll see. Would be pretty cool. A Spider-Man, Captain America team up. Anyway. Apparently, Jackie Chan was on the set of Spider-Man Brand New Day. And everyone went crazy, and he was watching stuff. And then, of course, people start saying, oh, is he going to be in the movie? Is he in the movie? Start asking questions about him. I know, right? Like,
why would who he would be? But, like, yeah, sure. Jackie Chan is Mr. Negative.
I would be fine with that. But it's kind of cool to hear that because that means they're taking, at least if he's overseeing the action scenes, it's kind of cool to hear that.
Yeah, I had no idea he had he was like a director, owner of a stunt studio, which I was like, oh, this makes sense. Like Jackie Chan probably can make as many movies as he used to, but he can teach other people to fight like him. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, it was an interesting pull. Me too. I hope they throw him in somewhere. It'd be cool if they threw him in as some kind of character, just to see him again. He was in the last Karate Kid movie. I don't know if you saw it, the one that came out this summer.
No.
Yeah, it was okay. It was all right.
Yeah.
I didn't love it. Didn't hate it. Kind of was just there.
But TV show is better?
Well,
wow.
Different.
Okay.
Cobra Kai is a different show. I will say the quality of the movie, in my opinion, the acting and stuff, the quality is a little better in the film, which it should be.
You love acting quality. It's your biggest critique.
It is.
I hear it every car review.
It is. Acting to me is what makes a film go. So, yeah. You know, you can have a great script, but if you don't have to pick the right people to perform it, the movie's going to suck.
Looking at you, Amy Adams.
I don't have a problem with her, Lois. I know a lot of people do. I do not.
I wasn't talking about that movie, but you're guilty conscious. Look at that.
Oh. Well, what other film would you be talking about in this space?
Arrival.
She was good at Arrival.
I know. It was great. I loved it.
All right. So, moving on, I mentioned Avengers Doomsday, and apparently there was a little kerfuffle.
Oh, what? What is that?
Kerfuffle?
Is that a Lauer word?
No, it's just a word. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Just a word. On the Christian Harloff show, which I really don't like that guy, but anyway.
Really? He's one of you. He likes the Wars of the Star.
Guy. Yeah. He's a little bit too full of himself though for my liking.
Oh.
Anyway. Apparently a comment was made in jest that was a bit too familiar because these actors didn't know each other and it crossed the line. And then one actor got upset. They confronted the other one. And apparently they had a little bit of a fight or argument, fight, whatever. But everything was cool. Pete, you took this as an opportunity to blast the directors again.
Yeah, well, we all know that the brothers hack. Have no control over this set. This movie's going to bomb. These guys are finally going to be exposed, and I'm going to be there laughing at the tombstone.
Really? That's not nice.
Of the movie, not them. The movie. Like when the movie tanks and is dead, I'm going to be there. I'll be, I'll be there to piss on the ashes.
Apparently, the rumor was it was Ryan Reynolds and Robert Downey Jr., but that has
the movie.
That's been completely debunked. Apparently.
Sure it has. No control. That's it. Finally exposed. Here we go. All the secrets of Hollywood. The cream rises to the top.
But it's funny you're saying this stuff because that's kind of got me thinking that.
Thinking.
How often does this stuff happen on set? I wonder.
Mm-hmm. And they got out. Smoke and fire.
I remember Christian Bale going crazy on the Terminator set.
That might have been fake too. Yeah.
That's what I do remember. No, but he addressed that. He said that happened.
Yeah, and Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey got along on Batman Forever.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
So again, as we're talking about this, I'm 100% sure this happens a lot more often than we hear about. But when we hear about it, it means it was meant for us to hear about, right? Like it was meant for us.
This is gonna get a Josh Trank. Here we go.
Don't say that.
Here we go. I don't want Return of Downey goes down the drain. Take that, Kowalski.
Oh God, why do you want to do that? We can't take bad stuff in this space anymore.
Sometimes meltdowns are worth it.
We'll see.
You've enjoyed them.
We will see. I mean, they're always fun to read about. Yes. Like drama is always fun to read about. That's why there's a whole industry dedicated to it. So
there you go.
I mean, people always want to read about, drama and bad things happening.
Like, did Eric Holzman confront his crazy DJ neighbor, Board 11?
I did actually, but it was fine. It was a very pleasant conversation. Anyway,
that ended with two black eyes.
Anyway, moving right along. On last week's show, it might have been last week's or the show before. We told you guys that Jake Schreier, who directed Thunderbolts, will be directing the next X-Men film, and he spoke about it and talking about the opportunity. Of course, he always says, "I can't say anything about it," but we started work on X-Men, and that's obviously very exciting. He talked about how directing Thunderbolts helped him because he said the action parts of it take up a lot of time, and it was hard. He had to figure out a way to kind of weave everything in.
You think Jackman's back?
I don't. I think he might be back for Doomsday, but I don't think he's back in the reboot.
I have no idea. I honestly don't know, because I feel like if they don't bring him back, they're stupid. If he doesn't do it, he's dumb because it's gonna be a ton of money. But like, does he need that money? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of questions where I'm like, everyone's dumb, because I was like, I'd have to do this. Like, if someone's like, we'll give you $20 million to be in this movie, I'm like, yes, whatever, goodbye.
I hope he doesn't, because I felt like Logan was such a good movie and it was a good ending. He came back in Deadpool.
Yeah, but he came back.
But he was not the same Logan. It was a different Logan.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's like the whole Peacemaker thing, right? All over again. But I don't know.
So I hope that they leave it alone and they don't bring him back. Like, if they bring him back for Doomsday, fine. Everyone is coming back for that. So whatever, bring him back. I am waiting to see if Famke Janssen comes back as Jean Grey for Doomsday. We haven't heard that yet. I'm waiting to see. Mm-hmm. I have a feeling they have a few tricks up their sleeves, and I think she might be one of them. But this X-Men movie obviously has a lot weighing on it, and I'm glad he's taking his time, and I'm glad they picked Schreier too, because I thought Thunderbolts was really good. Yeah. I've seen
a lot of crazy things said about Thunderbolts. I don't know. I got to watch it, but I think it's on Disney Plus, so maybe I'll get to it this weekend.
Yeah, it's a very it's a different Marvel movie, in my opinion. It's a little different than a lot of the things that they've done. So I always enjoy when they step out and they try different things. This one focuses on mental illness, and they do it in a good way. So
interesting.
It has everything you would expect from a Marvel film, but that angle to it is a little bit different. So, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, so we'll see. But it is officially in development, I guess. So how long do you think, Pete? How long do you think till we get an X-Men movie?
I don't know, like 2 years.
Think 2 years?
Right? Write it. Takes a year to write it. Takes a year to make it.
I would think it's a little bit later than that, but we'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
I don't know. It feels like everything's kind of rolling along right now.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of roadblocks that they have to clear. So
yeah, I don't know. We'll
we
see.
will see.
I guess we'll know after Doomsday, right? I mean, if Cyclops lives, right? I mean, like, essentially, like, I feel like they've filmed a lot of the movie, so
Yeah.
uh,
Yep.
all right.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree. We'll see how this thing gets put together too. That's the one. That is the one part
My
about.
is what it seems. The downfall of the fakes, the frauds. Here they go.
I never saw anyone wanting people to fail so much, but okay.
They've succeeded enough. They have done more. They have done their fair share.
All right, now I didn't even know he was attached to direct Fantastic Four, the original 2005 Fantastic Four, but Chris Columbus, who of course did Home Alone and Mrs. Doubtfire and directed the first two Harry Potter movies, he apparently was originally attached to direct the original Fantastic Four, the 2005 vehicle with Chris Evans and what's her name, Jessica Alba, and
I thought he was a producer. I thought he was producing it.
I think it's
because I think the director got him fired. I think Tim Story got Columbus fired, which I think is crazy when you think about it. And I don't mind those movies.
How does that even happen?
I don't because the creative differences.
I misread that then. But yes, in any event, he was fired. And he spoke about it and he said, we were in a weird situation. I had worked on a script. There were a lot of writers involved. They were about to make a movie and I was producing it. There we go. I met with the director and had some ideas. I basically said some of this conceptual art should feel more like Jack Kirby, the creator of Fantastic Four, and should feel more like the Silver Age of Marvel. I left that meeting and on the way back, I got a call back from my house. I got a call from the head of the 20th Century Fox saying I was fired and had too much of an opinion.
That's crazy. Isn't that his job?
I don't know. Yes, but thinking about what happened and how things unfolded and how successful Columbus has been in his career, maybe they should have listened to him.
Right? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they got their two movies, so.
Yeah. But he said he was in that part of his career. He was interested in doing superhero films. He wanted to do Spider-Man before Sam Raimi got it. He wrote a Daredevil script. So, I mean, this one experience pretty much kicked him to the curb, and he said he's been soured from the genre ever since.
Which is kind of crazy, which is bad for the genre.
Yeah, he's a fantastic filmmaker. I mean, I mentioned the films he's done. All of those films are successful. Everyone obviously has movies that they make that aren't successful, but I think Columbus has always been great. I've always liked the things he's done, so sad. It is a sad thing.
I didn't know Tim Story had that much pull at Fox.
I know. I mean, yeah, that was crazy because I definitely would have chosen of those two. I'd have been like, yeah, Story, you're gone. We'll stick with Chris on this one. We'll go with what he says. But interesting little story there. Interesting little story. So, all right. Well, Pete, we've watched the trailer. We've talked about it. We talked about how much better the trailer was than the first film. And I'm talking about Mortal Kombat 2. And apparently they're moving it, instead of being October this year, to May 15th, 2026.
I have to rewatch this trailer. I don't remember it, but you seem really high on it. The first movie was like meh.
Yeah, the first movie I did not like, besides the Sub-Zero Scorpion stuff.
Yeah, they had the one good fight. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Meh.
But yeah, they're moving it. They're moving it from October 24th to May 15th of 2026. Apparently,
October,
that's also
like a bad month for movies because there's just a lot of other movies coming out in October. Are they just afraid it's not going to make money?
I guess so.
I wonder what else comes out in October. I don't know. That's a Nico question.
It is. So.
All right. I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to it. I probably won't see it in theaters, so like this doesn't really bother me too much, to be honest with you. This is definitely an HBO Max deal. Whenever that happens.
I will see it, probably, because I just see everything.
I'd have to be like free on a weekend. I expect a full car review.
Yeah, I'll do a car review.
With a blue scarf. Maybe not, not fully. I mean, you don't have to look like a Crip, but, at least like attempt to look like someone. You can wear yellow. Just don't look like a Power Ranger.
I promise not to look like a Power Ranger.
I hope not. That's a leotard.
Nobody wants to see that.
No one wants to see either.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody. All right. So the last bit of news is about Star Wars, and of course, if I'm doing a show, I need to talk about Star Wars.
Here we go.
Yeah, Lucasfilm has announced the cast. So there's a bunch of people going to be. There's obviously Sean Levy's directing it, who directed Deadpool and Wolverine. We know Ryan Gosling, Matt Smith, Mia Goth, Aaron Pierre, Simon Bird, Jamal Westman, Daniel Ings, and Amy Adams.
Oh, Amy Adams, here we go. We're going to get a specific car review about this one.
So this movie, at least on the surface, looks like it's going to be something amazing.
What is it? Do we have a title?
A Starfighter.
Starfighter. Star Wars Starfighter? Starfighter or Star Wars story?
It's just Star Wars Starfighter.
Okay.
No, nothing else after that.
Okay.
They released an image showing Ryan Gosling's character. It's funny, when I was at Celebration, they were there and they were talking about it there. So, but when you're there, you don't really get to hear everything because people are screaming and loud. So it was hard to hear a lot of the things they said. So I actually have a little bit more clarity on it now. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this. It's a different kind of Star Wars film. It's not connected to any, at least that I know of, it's not connected to anything we've seen already. So I'm very much interested in what this film is, and the cast that they're building out. That they've announced, it's just fantastic. So I'm in. People like me, I think, will be in. But it's going to be interesting to see if this is divisive among Star Wars fans, because every Star Wars movie is divisive. So we'll see.
When was the last time you guys were happy with a movie?
Oh, wow. Maybe Rogue One? I think most people, for the most part, were happy with Rogue One.
Wow. Rogue One.
Jeez. Yeah. And maybe The Force Awakens. Maybe. I think there was a lot of goodwill in that film. Everything that came after it, though, yeah, that was not the case. But maybe The Force Awakens, too. Maybe I could say that. So, but yeah. So look out for it, guys. Starfighter, again, it's in development, obviously.
When was the last Star Wars movie that came out?
The Rise of Skywalker.
When was that?
When was that? Only a few years ago. I'm forgetting.
Dude, they were like pumping them out yearly at one point.
2019 came out. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So yeah, but the first film to come before Starfighter is The Mandalorian and Grogu, which obviously is based on the show. So
Pedro Pascal's in that?
Of course. He's the Mandalorian.
Okay. Everyone says he's in everything, and I thought he was attached in this somehow. So
He is the lead character in the story, yes.
Okay.
So
well, as long as he's still Mr. Fantastic, that's all I care about.
I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon. So I think he will
we'll
be.
see. I don't know. The movie didn't make crazy money, and so we'll see what happens.
It didn't, but it's coming. It'll be another one. He's obviously in Doomsday. So one last thing to discuss. The last version of the DC universe had the Blue Beetle movie, and when Gunn took over, he said Blue Beetle was definitely going to be part of this going forward. And yeah, apparently it might be coming sooner than we think. So Gunn, in a recent interview, said he was manifesting seeing the character appear in upcoming seasons of Peacemaker.
Does that mean this season?
I don't know.
Upcoming season?
I don't know.
So season 3, season 4? When is this?
I don't know. But yeah, it's not a direct confirmation. He does mention him, and we do know that the character is going to be around. So I liked the movie. I actually thought it was a good movie.
I thought the villain sucked, but I liked the movie in general. I liked the lead.
Yes.
And I'm a sucker for George Perez. So that part was great. I love his crazy uncle.
The family elements were cool.
Yeah. I really dug the movie. It did feel like it was definitely made for HBO Max, though.
Yeah, it was. It definitely had that kind of a feel to it. Probably would have done a little better if they did just release it on HBO Max, but I don't know. I think it's cool that we know he's keeping certain things from the previous iteration of the DCU. So this was one of the ones that, even though the film didn't do great, I think it was more because people didn't know who he was. But most of the people who I know who saw it, at least they liked the film for the things we talked about, the family elements. And so
they can build on that.
Back.
Good ground.
Yeah, he will be back. So interesting news, but we'll see where Blue Beetle pops up, if he pops up in Peacemaker this season, because apparently there's I keep hearing there's a lot of surprises in store for us this year.
Well, I hope one of them is Uxas, because I'd love to see some more Uxas. You know that. Everyone, as you all could guess, I still am waiting for the next iteration of Uxas to grace our screens.
Did you write your treatment for the Space Ghost, Uxas Space Ghost show?
It's currently in draft.
Okay. All right. Because I think that would be honestly fantastic. That would be great.
Yeah, especially when Uxas has you on for one of the segments. He's got to interview the champion of Long Island.
That's fine. I will definitely go on the Uxas Space Ghost type show. What was the name of that show again?
Uxas Tonight. I don't. Late Night Uxas. I have no idea. Late Night Uxas. Oh God, I love that word. I love that.
The Ux Hour.
Oogly googly. Oogly googly.
Uxisian After Dark.
Oh, no, that's the language. Uxisian is the language of Uxas.
Oh, that's true. Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I only speak Uxisian.
All right, Pete.
Social media. So Pete Illustrated, Spidey Coalition, Straight _ G, Batman on Film, Batman Book Club, and all those places. So check me out on all those places.
Yes. Same for me. Finally 33, spell finale 33 on X, Twitter, whatever you call it. Again, all nicked up. Coming back soon. NBA seasons are right around the corner, so we'll be coming back every Wednesday night to talk about the New York Knicks and everything NBA. If you want to interact with us on social media there, it's at all_Nick_up. And you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook Live, and X. We're available all 3 places. Check us out over there. Lastly, we probably will get this after Labor Day weekend, but if everyone's out there, celebrate the final weekend of the summer, the unofficial end of the summer, Labor Day weekend. Enjoy, have your barbecues and whatever else it is that you do. Get your last vestiges of summer in. And anyone who's doing their fantasy football drafts, good luck to you in fantasy football this coming season. Just want to shout out everyone. I am a fantasy football player, so I just want to send a message to all of you to draft well, and I wish you all luck in your upcoming seasons. So for Pete, I'm Eric. You're listening to Straight Outta Gotham, and we will see you next time.
Booyah.
Soundstripe.
Have faith. Have faith. Believe in your source. Have faith.